Hello everyone and welcome to
The Movie House.
Today we're going to talk to you about a movie from 2012 called Joyful Noise, starring Dolly Parton and Queen Latifah. Let that sink in. What'd you think?
I did not like it. We were at Friends and they really enjoyed this movie and they wanted to share it with us. We've been doing that recently, sharing movies back and forth. And it just wasn't what I expected. Was totally different than what it actually was. And I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it's a story about a church choir that's in some sort of national competition and they want to make it all the way to the finals. And it's sort of like a cross between
Pitch Perfect, Sing.
Yeah, and what's the cheerleading movie? Bring It On.
Bring It On, yeah.
And yeah, it's not a good story.
To us, it was not a good story.
I thought Queen Latifah actually was very good in her role as the single. Well,
she's married.
She's married, but
that's right. Jesse L. Martin's in it.
Right. Yeah, he plays the estranged husband. So she's essentially living with her daughter, raising her daughter
and her son.
Apart from and her son. I forgot about him. Apart from her husband. And I thought she really was believable, and I liked a lot of the dialogue that they gave her in particular. I thought it was a lot of sort of wisdom, bon mot she was dropping throughout the story. But the overall story, you don't really care whether they make it or not.
Well, I think that's the thing. It was, because my understanding that it was a church choir. And so I have sung in church choirs and I enjoy it. I enjoy praise and worship. And so I'm thinking one thing and then I'm seeing this movie and what it is a bunch of people who they're not singing the word. They're not competing. Yeah. They're doing secular music.
I was surprised by that.
So I was surprised by that. I mean, one of our churches, we had a senior choir that did compete. They did go around compete, but it wasn't secular music. That was church music. It was praise and worship. So that threw me off. And then the spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this, the whole idea is that it's this very small town. And for some reason, which is not really enlarged or expounded on, they really need a choir to win. They need a choir to go all the way and win because it'll bring such prestige to the small town. I don't know how. I don't know what they would get from it. But that's supposed to be one of the main reasons that they keep doing it year after year and they never win. And Courtney B. Vance is in it. We like him. Right. And it's so, but you never feel that. There's no drive from the community that we need you to win to put us on the map. There wasn't anything like that. One bit with the hardware store. There's it's a one hardware store town and then it ends up closing. But if only they would have won the choir concert, maybe it'd still be open. Right?
I guess. I vaguely recall that. Yeah, it was a lot of sort of stereotypical characters like Dolly Parton's grandson shows up out of the blue and just happens to be a fantastic singer and dancer.
And musician.
And he has a little thing with Queen Latifah's daughter and is that going to work out and stuff? And you just don't really care.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
And, yeah.
It's just too pat. Again, there were no stakes. You didn't believe that there were any stakes throughout the whole movie because you know they're going to go to the contest. You know they're going to win, and you know everything's going to work out. So it was really just kind of an exercise in futility. The only thing I enjoyed about the whole thing was Queen Latifah doing a really good. She put everything, I think, into this part, and it shows. And everybody else didn't really match up.
Yeah, and I thought too that the portrayals of Christians, really? This is Christianity?
Right. This,
people fighting, sniping, sleeping together,
right.
lions,
Right.
sneaking around.
This is a non-Christian's view of what Christians
are like. Yeah.
Right.
So it was weird. Like I said, I was shocked that it was like, this is not how it was presented to me. And I have nothing, it doesn't relate to my life as a Christian whatsoever. And I love Dolly Parton. I love her. She's a great actress, but I really didn't care for her character in this either.
Well, and she's fortunately gone under the knife quite a bit. It's obvious.
And that's part of her
done on her face. It's distracting.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pay attention to what her character is doing and saying because you're looking at her face.
Right.
Okay, I know what she used to look like.
Right.
It kind of looks like Dolly Parton, but not really anymore.
Yeah, and she even talks about that in the movie. That's the part of the thing. It's like, can a Christian get a facelift? It's like, okay, how's your heart? It's like, yeah. So yeah, I really, really, really did not like this movie.
Okay. Neither did I. So that's it for us. Joyful noise.
It's noise, all right.
Please avoid it. Avoid it.
Well, the singing's good. It's just not, the plot and everything was just not.
Get the soundtrack.
I was not interested in it.
Maybe just buy the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's out there. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us. That's it for us.
Bye.